Hey guys, I hope you've already watched the Brain Pop video called Repeated Addition because today's math goes along with that. Now, if you would like, you can print out this exact same worksheet from Brain Pop Junior. If you just click on Activity, you'll see this worksheet and you have access. If you have access to a printer, you can print it out. If you don't, no big deal at all. No big deal. What I want you to do is pause the video and go get your spiral. I sent your spiral home with you. Get a spiral and your pencil, and then you'll just write the problems just like I'm doing. It's not a problem at all. Even if you don't have this worksheet, you can still do exactly what we're going to do. All right. Hopefully everybody's got their tools. So let's go ahead and get together. Friends, we're learning about multiplication today. And the way we're going to start is what we call repeated addition. We've been working on addition all year long. Okay, so repeated addition means that we're repeatedly adding the same thing together over and over. It's repeatedly adding in the same add-in. That's when we can call it repeated addition. If it were different numbers that we were adding together, that wouldn't be repeated addition. It's only repeated addition if you're adding the same numbers together over and over. Okay, now look, here I have all these frogs. I have Billy, Lily, Willie, Silly, and Jilly. And in just a minute, they're going to ask us a question: which frog jumped the furthest? We need to figure out how far each frog jumped so that we can finally figure out which frog jumped the furthest. So if you're ready, let's look up here at the first one where it says Billy. And I see that Billy is jumping probably 4 inches at a time. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So if I want to find out how much in all, I'm just going to add all those 4s together. So this is when we all start writing. I'm going to add. If you have this page, just write it in. If you have your spiral, just write the same thing. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Now the great thing about adding is I can add in any order. Of course, today it really doesn't matter because they're all 4s, but I can also do some grouping. So if I think about this, I like to group these together and make it easier for myself. I know that 4 plus 4 is 8. So this 4 plus 4 is also going to be, you got it, 8. And this 4 plus 4 is also going to be 8. You got it. Now I can add 8 and 8 and 8 together. Well, I know my doubles, so I know that 8 plus 8 is 16. I just need to add on 8 more. So 16, count on 8 more, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. When I add all of these together, I get a sum of 24. Now, we're getting more advanced in our mathematics. We're getting a little smarter. We're getting a little more ready to move forward. So we're going to think of this instead of as repeated addition as multiplication. That's what we're learning about today is multiplication. So I have to think, how many times did I add 4 together? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4s. I actually have 6 groups of 4. Sometimes I let that little multiplication sign say groups of. 6 groups of 4 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 4 in each of those groups. So I have 6 groups of 4. I'm thinking about 6 times 4 equals, and I've already found the answer, is 24. 6 times 4 equals 24 because it's the same thing I get when I repeatedly add those together. All right, here we go. Let's look at Lily. Okay, Lily jumps 6 inches at a time. 6 and 6 and 6. So we're going to say 6 plus 6 plus 6. And I'm thinking repeated addition, so all I have to do is add them together. So I'm going to start with 6 plus 6, and I know that 6 and 6 together equals 12, and I need to add on 6 more. So here I go, 12, add on 6 more, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 1 more makes 18. I know 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. That's repeated addition. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but now use multiplication. How many groups do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I like to let that multiplication sign say groups of. 3 groups of. How many are in each group? 6. And I already know that 3 times 6 equals 18. I let my repeated addition help me with multiplication. Awesome. Let's talk Willie. Willie jumps how much? 5 inches. And how many times does he jump 5 inches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're thinking 5 groups of 5. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 5 in each group, that's adding 5 together 5 times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I like to group them just to make it easier on myself. I know that 5 plus 5 is 10, and this 5 plus 5 is 10. So I can add those together and add on 5 more. So 10 and 10 is, you got it, that's 20, and 5 more. 25. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 25. So I want to use multiplication because I'm a more mature mathematician now. So I'm going to say how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. With how many in each group? 5 in each group. I can say that 5 times 5 equals 25. Remember, I like to let the multiplication sign say groups of 5. Groups of 5 equals 25. Awesome. Let's talk Silly now. I see he jumped 8 inches. Wow. And then 8 more inches. So 8 plus 8, y'all know that. 8 plus 8 is, you got it, 16. So I have how many groups of what? Well, I have 2 groups of 8 in each group. 2 groups of 8. 2 times 8 equals, we already know, 16. Silly jumped 16 inches in all. Let's look at Jilly. She only jumps a little bit, but she does it a lot of times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so she has 8 groups of, how many are in each group? 2. So we're talking about 2 plus 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 2. 8 times. Let's count by 2s all the way to 8 times. So count with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. If I add 2 together 8 times, I get a total of 16. So how many groups did I have? That's right, I had 8 groups. With how many in each group? 2 in each group. And I know that 8 times 2 equals 16. So Silly and Jilly both jumped 16 inches. Do you notice anything about their numbers? If you said that Silly and Jilly's number sentences are related facts, then you're right. Look, it says 2 times 8 equals 16, and 8 times 2 equals 16. Those facts are related. Just like when we do related facts and fact families with addition and subtraction, multiplication and division have related fact families as well. Doesn't matter the order of the numbers we're multiplying together, we're still going to get the same answer. These are called, the answer's called the product. Okay, these are our factors, and this is the product. It doesn't matter the order of the factors. You're still going to get the same product. All right, now let's answer this final question. Which frog jumped the furthest? Well, Billy jumped 24, Lily jumped 18, Willie jumped 25, Silly jumped 16, and Jilly jumped 16. So which frog jumped the furthest? If you said Willie, you were right. Willie jumped the furthest with 25 inches in all. Nice job, guys. Multiplication is so easy. It's just repeated addition. We've got this.